Hi everyone, this is LuAnn and welcome to the Christina Phipps Foundation YouTube channel. I hope you all had a very Merry Christmas. I know I did. And here we are in another year, 2024. It's amazing that we're here, that we're alive, that we're kicking, and that we're ready to honor our bodies and move and flow in a thoughtful way, a kind way. So join me with this video. Make sure you have your medical teams okay to practice. Let it be a wonderful new year for each and every one of us. Practicing, flowing, moving into asana, moving into restoration, and just being kind to ourselves, honoring our bodies. As always, have your okay, and if you feel tired at all during the video, well, let's hope not. Let's hope for this new year you don't. But if you do, just pause the video, give it a break, come back, practice when and if you're ready. Let's pray and let's hope that the 2024 is positive, magical, and wonderful for all of us. And I know it will be. I'll see you all on your mat. Namaste, my friends. Happy 2024, my friends. Arrive in your seated pose, your Sukhasana. Find a comfortable seat. Elevate your hips if necessary. Place any props under your thighs, under your knees for comfort. And just find stillness of body. Gaze forward, crown reaching towards the sky. Hands on thighs to ground you a little bit more. And just feel the stillness as you offer your mind contentment, offer your mind peace, and vow to yourself to have a wonderful year. You can turn your palms up, even form the Gyan Mudra, thumb and index finger touching, to help ground you a little bit more. And as you find stillness, also bring your awareness to the breath. The breath is so important in your yoga practice. So never lose sight of that. Never lose sight of the inhalation and exhalation of the soft breath that moves through your body on a daily basis, offering you life, helping you replenish, keeping you alive, and offering you sustenance. Inhale and exhale, sitting in quiet, allowing the mind chatter to cease, and finding peace and serenity in whatever surroundings you choose to offer yourself in practice today. Let 2024 be the beginning of the new year for you. Begin it on a positive note, offering yourself only goodness, only kindness, empathy towards your family and friends, and first of all, love and compassion for yourself. It's so easy to offer love and compassion to others when you first offer it to yourself. Find the breath. Let the breath move through your body. Anjali Mudra, hands in front of the heart. Set your intention. Let it be personal or universal. Send your intention up to the universe and make a commitment to honor your intention as you practice today. Circle the sun, bring a newfound energy right to your heart center. And then move the waist from side to side in your lateral stretch. Inhaling and exhaling, moving fast or slow, whatever the body needs today. Inhale right, inhale left. Come to a stillness. Remove any props that you may have been sitting on. As you recline on the mat, lay your back body down. Let Mother Earth receive you. Hug your knees in, deep to your belly. Make some circles in one direction, circles in the opposite. And then exhale your left leg long. And inhale your right leg up. Interlace your fingers behind your right thigh and lift and lower your leg. Reaching up to the sky, working the hinge joints of the knee. Pointing and flexing the toes, feeling a deep stretch in your ligaments. And then circling the ankle in one direction, circling the ankle in the opposite direction. Bend your right knee in, hold it close to your belly, invite the left knee in, and stretch the right leg long. Interlace your fingers behind the left thigh and lift and lower your leg. Warming the leg muscles, keeping the hinge joints of the knee straight forward, pointing towards the sky. Flex and point your toes. And then circle your ankle in one direction and begin the circle in the opposite direction, preparing yourself for asana today. Bend your left knee in, hold it close to the belly, invite the right knee in, massage the belly, hold the knees in close, and then let the knees drape over to the right. Your gaze can be to the left, or if your neck is complaining, your gaze can be towards the sky. Just a gentle movement. Hold the knees in again, and then let them drape over to the left. Extend your right arm, palms up. Turn your cheek in the same direction as your palm, or gaze towards the sky, if that's more accessible to you. Cross at the ankles, come up to your seated position. Find your table position. Toes can be tucked or feet can be flat. Belly engaged. Gaze right in between your palms, your drishti point, and begin your cat dog. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin and chest, and on your inhale, lift the chin, lift the chest. Massage the vertebrae, the spine, and just find some gentle fluid movement in the chest, in the back body, in the spine. Come to neutral position. Extend your right leg long. Move up towards the front of the mat, stretching the leg, and then lift the right leg. Lift the left arm. Point your fingers towards the front of the mat, your toes towards the back. Lengthen, balance, and stretch. Right leg meets left, and then balance on your left side. Stretch the left leg behind you. Lift the left leg and the right arm. Gaze towards the front of the mat. Lengthen and stretch the body. Toes towards back of the mat, fingertips towards front. And find a gentle bird dog. Circle the hips around in one direction. Circle the hips in the opposite direction. And then inhale your right arm through your left. Come down on your right cheek. Your left arm can bind behind you or it can reach towards the front of the mat, lengthening the fingers and the arm towards the front of the mat, stretching the side body, threading the needle. Return to your table. Just undulate the spine just a little bit. Move, inhale and exhale. And then inhale your left arm up, thread it through, bind with your right arm behind your back or walk it up towards the front of the mat. Come down on your left cheek, palm up, reach, stretch, and lengthen the back body, the waist, the side body. Walk the arms in front of you. Let your third eye touch the mat Massage your third eye at the hairline. Tuck or keep your feet flat. Your backside is lifted. Your spine is lengthened. Your torso is lengthened. And just feel a good stretch in this puppy pose. Come up to your table. Make sure your blocks are on the high side. Lengthen and stretch your right leg. Step it through your blocks. Lift your left. And your left leg meets right. Keep a generous bend in your knees. Circle the sun. Arms overhead and hands in prayer position down by the heart center. Anjali Mudra, prayer hands. Gaze over the front of your mat. Samastiti, equal breath. Mountain pose, Tadasana. Belly engaged, chin tucked. Circle the sun, hands in front of your heart center. And circle the sun again. Lift your arms alongside your ears, palms facing each other as your right leg is forward, knee in line with the ankle, left leg is back. Your version of Warrior One. Bow over your forward leg. Arms stretch and reach towards the back of the mat. Prayer hands as you lift, engage belly and come up. Notice, feel, and observe. As you inhale and lift your arms overhead, a gentle back bend. Bow over your forward leg. Reach your arms towards the back of the mat, stretching and lengthening your fingertips. Straight spine if possible. And then prayer hands in front of the heart center. Come up to an erect, tall spine and step your left foot to meet the right. Circle the sun, hands in front of your heart center, and find the breath. Gaze over the front of your mat. Find stillness. Find peace. Inhale the arms overhead and step your right leg back, finding your version of Warrior One. Left leg is bent, knee in line with the ankle. Hinge from the waist as you extend the arms forward and then behind you, reaching with fingertips, bowing over your forward leg, gazing down at your balance point, your drishti point, and then lifting up, sending your energy towards the universe. Hands receive in front of the heart center. Bow again, reach your arms behind you. Gaze, find stillness, find the breath. Humble yourself. And then lift with prayer hands. Reach up to the sky, circle the sun, and come down gently, finding the tops of your blocks, moving your right leg to meet the left. Generous bend in your knee, circle overhead, and find your chair pose. Hips square to the front of the mat, soles of your feet planted into the earth. And find a twist over your right side, still keeping your knees bent, palms pressed together, gaze over your right elbow. Back to center and twist towards the left. Palms squeeze together to help with your balance. Gaze over your left elbow and twist your chair. Circle the sun. Come up, a gentle, generous back bend. And float your arms down by your side. Find your mountain pose. Inhale, tuck your chin. Gaze. All the way down to the mat. Find the tops of your block. Step your right foot back. Step your left foot back. And find your plank pose. Keep your torso erect. Feel the energy radiating through the soles of your feet. Lower right knee, lower left knee. Widen legs, big toes touch. Lengthen spine. Arms reach towards the front of the mat as your third eye grazes down on the mat. And find your version of wide leg child pose. Rest, expand the ribs. Feel the breath move to the backside. And then come down on your belly. Move your blocks out of the way and lift up to a Sphinx pose, gazing over the front of your mat. Elbows under shoulders, backside loose, not tight, not clenched. and feel the gentle back bend as you gaze and soften the upper extremities. Lower to the earth. Interlace your arms long behind you, behind your back. Inhale, exhale, pubic bone to the earth, and on your next inhale, lift only chest as you squeeze the arms together behind you. Lower to the earth. Inhale, exhale, pubic bone to the earth, and inhale your chest and your head as you gaze forward. Shavasana, the locust pose. Find a gentle inhale, a gentle exhale, and on your inhale, lift your head and your legs and gaze over the front of your mat, involving a little more energy. Lower to the earth. Take a deep inhale and a deep exhale, grounding your pubic bone to Mother Earth, lifting your chest, your chin, and your legs, stretching your arms long behind you. The locust pose. Come to the earth. Plant the palms of your hands in the earth as you press the earth away. Find table position for one moment. Place your blocks on the high side. Lengthen your right leg. Step your right leg through to the blocks. Lengthen your left leg, and your left leg meets the right. Knee bent. Circle the sun. Swan dive down. Uttanasana, the forward fold. Find your half lift. Bend your knees if needed. Gaze over the front of your mat. Step your right leg back and your left leg back. Come into your plank pose again. And your table position. Lift your right leg, bend your right knee, and move it up towards your wrist. Your right knee is right by your right wrist. Your foot is by your left. And come into your pigeon pose. Left leg is extended long. Shoelace part of your foot is on the mat. Spine is long. Third eye is down on stacked fists or on crocodile hands. Let all the emotions that arise from this pose as you open the hips surface. Be proud of yourself for accomplishing this pose, for staying in this pose, for lengthening the body, opening the hip joints, and most of all, for finding the breath. Lift your head, bring your left knee around, cross it over your right leg, and hold your left leg with your right arm. Your left arm is behind you, and find a gentle twist, lengthening the spine, gazing over your left shoulder, and massaging the organs, inhaling and exhaling very gently, very mindfully within the present moment. Uncross your legs. Come onto your tailbone. Extend your bent legs in front of you, your arms in front of you, palms facing towards each other, and gaze over the front of your mat as you move into a seated boat pose, massaging the abdominals, the tummy muscles, stretching the body, and finding strength. Place the palms of your hands behind you as you windshield wipe your knees, neck in opposite direction of your knees, and then return to your table position. Inhale and exhale, moving into cat dog, keeping the back body fluid. Move your left leg up towards your wrist. Your foot is by your right wrist. Your knee is by your left wrist. Your right leg is extended long. Shoelace part of your foot is flat against the mat. Extend your spine. Rest your head on stacked fists, or even a blanket, or a towel roll, or crocodile hands. Lengthen, soften, breathe. Find clarity in the moment. Find a gentle stretch in your hip flexors. Breathe into the pose and find serenity. And then a gentle twist. Your right leg is up, your left arm holds your right leg, and a gentle twist and a gaze over your right shoulder. stretching the body, lengthening the spine, offering the body a massage, a wringing out of the organs. Move into your butterfly, Baddha Konasana, bound angle. Hold onto the soles of your feet and tip your torso forward, rounding the spine, lowering the head towards the feet. If there's no disc issues, herniated disc issues, or back problems, if there is, keep the spine straight and long. Place any support under your thighs or your knees if needed, blocks, blankets, anything to help soften the pose, to make it more restorative. Inhale and exhale. And then as you're ready to release, lengthen the spine, engage the belly, gather the knees together, and find your bolster. Place it against your hip. Move your right leg in front of you, your left leg behind you bent. The long bolster is vertical, long ways against the hip. And twist and fold over the bolster. Drape your torso. Let yourself come down on your right cheek for a more restorative version of this deer pose. Cheek facing the knees. Or if you'd like, you can turn your cheek in the opposite direction, making it a more yang-like posture, more vigorous, more energetic, more fluid in the pose, more active. So you choose, see what the body needs. Rest and release and find the breath. Inhale softly, exhale, and let the bolster receive your side body. Resting, restoring, releasing. Press the earth away, move the head from right to left. Come up and windshield wipe knees, neck and head in opposite direction. And then move the bolster in a vertical shape on the opposite side. Bend your right knee behind you, your left knee forward, and come down, drape the torso, the side body over the bolster, keeping your cheek down on the mat, or turned if you'd like a more active version of the posture. If not, you can turn your cheek in the same direction as your knees for a more restorative version. Let your spine be long, your side body relaxed. Hug the bolster in and find the breath, inhaling and exhaling. A gentle way to let the bolster receive your body. Softly, gently, mindfully. Press into the earth. Engage the belly as you come up from the bolster and find one of your blocks. Place it on the medium side to elevate the lengthened bolster. Place an extra layer of protection on the bolster, your blanket. Widen the knees, big toes touch. And again, let your torso drape over the front of the bolster. You can turn your cheek in one direction. Halfway through the pose, you can turn it in the opposite direction. You could even rest your chin on the bolster facing towards the front of the mat if that's more comfortable for you. The main objective here is to find the breath. Feel it move through your body, inhaling and exhaling. Again, letting the earth receive you, letting the bolster, the support, the extra layer of protection soften, help you release, and help you find the breath naturally, seamlessly. A gentle inhale and a very gentle exhale. Begin to press the earth away as you lengthen the torso. Remove your legs from the child pose position. Move your backside up towards the front of the bolster or the back of the bolster, depending on your version, and cross your right leg over the left. You can cactus your arms behind you, or you can just find a gentle, comfortable way of placing your arms. Lengthening the spine, legs up the bolster, gazing towards the sky or turning your neck if it's more comfortable for you. The elevation of the bolster helps with the legs up the bolster position. Inhaling and exhaling, letting the back body release to the earth. Find a softness, a release. Let the breath move through you as you cross your left ankle over the right. And stay in any one of these poses for as long as you'd like. Finding the breath, breathing softly and gently. Letting all cares and worries dissipate. Focusing on your intentions, your resolutions for the new year, for 2024. Finding only positivity in all that you do, in all that you share. Letting worries and cares just appear, dealing with them, and then moving on. Press the earth away as you remove yourself from the bolster. Remove the bolster out of the way and find one of your blocks. Prepare to place it under your sacrum as you lift the hips and come into a supported bridge pose. The block is on the low side, right under your sacrum. Your chin is tucked. Your knees are separated. They can come in as a more restorative pose or move far apart to the edges of the mat. Let the body be soft. The mind be still. Let the bolster do the work for you. Or I should say the block do the work for you. Release and find stillness. Find calmness. Let the breath move through the body softly, gently, evenly. Inhaling and exhaling. Palms up to receive, heart shining towards the universe, towards the sky. Begin to tap the thymus gland located right in between the breasts, initiating the lymph gland to begin to release lymph through the body. Hold on to the edges of the block as you lift your legs into a waterfall. Balance your hips, your sacrum. Extend your arms long as well. Circle your wrists in one direction and circle them in the opposite direction. Open and close your fingers. Spark your fingertips long. Release and let go, all with breath. And then float your arms down by your side. Point and flex your toes in waterfall, finding some movement gently, opening to a V, flexing your toes, just finding a stretch in your legs, crisscrossing at the ankles, and extending long, flexing and pointing, and flexing and pointing. Return your legs to a waterfall position. Flex the toes, let the block support you. Keep the chin tucked, arms alongside body. And then release your right leg, release your left leg. Lift your hips and remove the block. Hug your knees into your chest, massage the belly for one last time. Turn your knees to the right. Place a blanket in between your knees if there's any bone-on-bone compression. Extend your left arm long, palm up, and face the palm of your left hand, or your head can be towards the sky if your neck is complaining, if that's more comfortable for you. Stretch the side body, release the knees to the earth, and find a gentle breath in this reclined twist pose, Supta Matsyendrasana. Inhale and exhale. Find the beauty of the pose. Let the breath carry you through the pose, the shape. Visualize what you expect the pose to look like, and then act on that visualization. Rock the knees from right to left, and then move your hips to the right as your knees drape over to the left. Extend your right arm, palm up. Your gaze can be towards the right palm, or your gaze can be towards the sky, all depending on your neck for this side. Again, don't forget the blanket in between your knees if there's any bone-on-bone compression that you need to alleviate. Rest, find stillness, always find the breath, and relax into the pose, resting with your emotions, acknowledging your emotions, your feelings, and then coming on your backside, hugging your knees in to your chest, moving into a happy baby pose by finding the edges of your feet. You can also find your big toes if that's more comfortable for you. Press your knees down towards your chest, and then lower your right leg, your left leg, and find your version of Shavasana. Palms extending alongside body. Begin to integrate all the energy of your practice today. Chin tucked to chest, feet gently splayed apart. And just for now, without asking how, let yourself sink into stillness. Just for now, lay down the weight you so patiently bear upon your shoulders. Feel the earth receive you and the infinite expanse of sky grow even wider as your awareness reaches up to meet it. Just for now, allow a wave of breath to enliven your experience. Breathe out whatever blocks you from the truth. Just for now, be boundless, free, awakened, energy tingling in your hands and feet. Drink in the possibility of being who and what you really are, so fully alive that when you open your eyes, the world looks different, newly born, and vibrant, just for now. Rest in stillness, soft breath moving through your body. Gently acknowledge the moment, and then begin to deepen the breath as you find some very gentle movement in toes and fingertips. Reach behind you with a stretch and place the soles of your feet on the mat and rock and roll to your favorite side, right or left. Placing your palm to the earth, your other arm or your opposite arm cradles your head. And remember your intention now as a present truth. Press the earth away and very slowly and mindfully come up to your easy pose, your easy seated. Move your hands in front of your heart. Remove any flesh from your backside and sit in stillness. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May there be peace, peace, peace as you walk this earth all the days of your life. Happy 2024, my friends. Namaste.